for every ik, k is equal to 1 to infinity, open and bounded interval such that A is subset of union ik, summation k is equal to 1 to infinity, length of ik will be greater than or equal to outer measure of A1 plus outer measure of A2. So this is obviously, if I take infimum also, this term will be greater than or equal to RHS part. So I can write that if I take infimum, it will become outer measure of A. So obviously this will be greater than or equal to outer measure of A1 plus outer measure of A2. So I have proved that every interval, because A1 is nothing but A intersection minus infinity comma A, and A2 is A intersection A comma infinity. This means that A comma infinity is a Lebesgue measurable set. So from this I can say the next proposition is every open set is a union of countable collection of open intervals. Okay, you have to prove that every open set is a union of countable collection of open intervals. So from the definition of open set, if I say X is open set, then there exists a neighborhood of X as X minus epsilon and X plus epsilon. Then I can say that this is a subset of X, isn't it? That is from definition of open sets. So to prove this, I will consider U be an open set in R. So what I supposed to prove, if I consider this as my open set, so U is equal to union of 1 to infinity countable collection of open intervals. So I will consider open interval as AI, BI. This is my open interval. So what we have to prove? Union of countable collection of open interval is a open set. Okay. So let's start like this. If let X belongs to U, from the definition of open set, this is my interval AI, BI. If I say this point belongs to U, then there exists neighborhood of X that is also in U. So AX comma BX, there exists neighborhood AX comma BX such that X belongs to AX comma BX and this AX comma BX is subset of U. This is from the definition of open sets. So now we have this situation. This is X, this is AX, BX, and I have points AX dash, BX dash. Okay. Since rational numbers are dense in R. What do you mean by dense? That is, between any number you will find rational number, isn't it? That is nothing but dense. So since rational numbers are dense in R, there exist AX dash and BX dash, AX dash and BX dash, that is obviously rationals such that this X again belongs to that rational numbers. So I need rationals so that I can write. Why I am choosing rational numbers is because I need rationals so that I can write this rationals as countable union. That's why I'm just taking rational numbers. So now union of X belongs to U ax dash bx dash. I will say these intervals are countable. Okay, how can I say that these intervals are countable? Because ax dash and bx dash, here this ax dash and bx dash are already rationals. Okay, I know that rationals are countable. Also, if you consider the maximum cardinality, it can go product of two numbers. I will consider, that is cardinality of q cross q is again a countable, that is natural numbers. This is also countable. So from this I can say that this interval or this set is already countable. Okay, so I have proved that union of countable collection of open intervals. This part is over. Now I have to prove that this is equal to u. Now to prove u is equal to union x belongs to u, ax dash bx dash, I have to prove this. So we have already proved that the RHS is countable union of countable union. This is already we have proved. So now we should prove that this set is equal to this set. Okay, you can easily say that u is subset of this RHS term. Why? Because every x, since every x belongs to u, there exists an interval ax dash comma bx dash such that x belongs to ax dash and bx dash. That is, from this you can say that there exists interval ax dash and bx dash, and this x belongs to ax dash comma bx dash. That means u contains ax dash and bx dash. So this is how we have chosen ax dash and bx dash initially. So it means that if x belongs to one of the interval, then it belongs to all such intervals, isn't it? If x belongs to one interval, it means that it belongs to union of all intervals. From that I can say u is subset of union x belongs to u, ax dash comma bx dash. So I need a reverse part also. So we have, you can observe here, we have ax comma bx is subset of u, ax comma bx is subset of u, that is for all x. So I can write union of, this is union of ax comma bx is also subset of u. Or if I consider smaller than this, that is ax dash bx dash, this is also subset of u for all x. So again union of this ax dash and bx dash also subset of u. So from star and double star I can write my u is equal to union x belongs to u, ax dash comma bx dash. So we have proved that every open set is a countable union of open intervals. So now this theorem helps in our, how this theorem helps in our measure theory, let us see that first. So from this I will write it here. What we have proved that open intervals are Lebesgue measurable set. This is what we have proved. And countable union of open intervals are nothing but countable union of Lebesgue measurable set is again Lebesgue measurable set. So from these two I can conclude that every open set is Lebesgue measurable set. So we have proved that open intervals are Lebesgue measurable set, and countable union of Lebesgue measurable set is again Lebesgue measurable set. So from these two I will conclude that every open set is Lebesgue measurable set. So this is in the case of open set. So now let us see what happens in closed set? So from the definition of closed set, I can write U is a closed set if and only if U complement is open. This is from the definition of closed set. Okay. So I know that open intervals are Lebesgue measurable set. That means U complement is Lebesgue measurable set. I can write U complement as U complement from Lebesgue measurable set property. I know that any set is Lebesgue measurable set if and only if its complement is Lebesgue measurable set. So from this I can write U complement whole complement is Lebesgue measurable set. This means U is Lebesgue measurable set. Complement whole complement get cancelled. So U is Lebesgue measurable set. Now what is my U? U is my closed set. So from that I can say closed set is Lebesgue measurable set. I repeat, this is from definition of closed set. U is a closed set if and only if U complement is open. So I know that open intervals or open set is Lebesgue measurable set. So from that U complement is Lebesgue measurable set. From property I can say that any set is Lebesgue measurable set if and only if its complement is Lebesgue measurable set. So this is Lebesgue measurable set if and only if its complement is Lebesgue measurable set. That means U complement whole complement is also Lebesgue measurable set. So complement whole complement get cancelled. U is Lebesgue measurable set. So what is my U? U is my closed set. So closed set is Lebesgue measurable set. Okay. So now we got to know that all intervals are Lebesgue measurable set. Every open set is a Lebesgue measurable set. Every closed set is a Lebesgue measurable set. So now let's see what is G delta set and F sigma set. Okay. G delta sets are nothing but countable intersection of open sets. That I can write it as countable intersection means I varies from 1 to infinity of open sets. F sigma sets are nothing but countable union of closed sets. That I can write as U I belongs to N. This is closed set. So I know that open sets are Lebesgue measurable set and finite intersection or countable intersection of all open sets are Lebesgue measurable set. From that I can say that G delta set is Lebesgue measurable set. Similarly, I know that closed set is Lebesgue measurable set and we have proved that countable union of Lebesgue measurable set is again Lebesgue measurable set. So from that F delta is F sigma set is Lebesgue measurable set. Now the last thing is Borel set. Borel set. First let's see what is Borel sigma algebra. So to define this, I have a power set. This is my power set. There are many open subsets of R inside this power set. So we collect sigma algebra first. Okay. This is one sigma algebra. This sigma algebra contains all open sets in R. Let's consider one more sigma algebra. Like this, I will consider many more sigma algebras. All sigma algebra contains all open sets in R. Okay. So now take the intersection of these sigma algebra sets. Intersection of sigma algebras. Okay. This intersection of sigma algebra is again sigma algebra. This will be, if you take the intersection of all the sigma algebra, that will be again a sigma algebra. So this sigma algebra, that is after taking intersection of all the sigma algebras, you will get a sigma algebra. This sigma algebra is nothing but Borel sigma algebra. Okay. And the elements contained in this Borel sigma algebra are called as Borel sets. So what we are doing? We are taking one power set. Inside that power set there are many open sets of R. So from that you will consider one sigma, you will consider number of sigma algebras. All sigma algebra contains all open sets in R. You will take intersection of all those sigma algebras. The intersection of all those sigma algebras will be again a sigma algebra. You call that sigma algebra as Borel sigma algebra. The elements inside that Borel sigma algebra is nothing but Borel sets. So here you have to note that this Borel sigma algebra is contained in every sigma algebra. Okay, and this sigma algebra contains all open sets. So we know that open sets are Lebesgue measurable set, sigma algebras are in Lebesgue measurable set. So from this we can conclude that Borel set is Lebesgue measurable set. Okay. So now let us summarize what all the things are there in Lebesgue measurable set. That is the box which we have considered initially. No. Let us see what all the things we found in that box. We have found that R and phi is inside our box, and outer measure of any set is equal to 0 means then that set is inside our box. All intervals are there in our box, and open sets, closed sets, G delta, F sigma and Borel set. These are the things are inside our box. So see, we have plenty of things inside our box. So now let us see whether the translation invariance is inside our box or not. That is, whether the translation invariance of Lebesgue measurable set is Lebesgue measurable set. Let us prove this. Okay. We have already proved that outer measure of any set is translation invariance. This is we have already proved. So how my E plus Y set will be? E plus Y will be E plus Y such that E belongs to capital E. This Y is any fixed number. Now I should prove that this translation invariance is Lebesgue measurable set. What we have to do? So let's start with Lebesgue measurable set. Use the definition of Lebesgue measurable set. So choose any subset A of R. What I supposed to prove? I should prove that M star of A intersection E plus Y plus M star of A intersection E plus Y whole complement is equal to M star of A. This is what I have to prove. Instead of proving this, what I will do is I will replace a by a plus y here, and I will prove that m star of a plus y intersection e plus y plus m star of a plus y intersection e plus y complement is equal to m star of a plus y. Okay, so for a given any set A, I will start with a plus y. So this term will be equal to, I can write this as m star of a intersection e plus y. This will be m star of a intersection e complement plus y. So since y is any fixed number, we are not taking complement for that. So we know that outer measure is translation invariance. So I can write this as outer measure of a intersection e plus outer measure of a intersection e complement. From definition of Lebesgue measurable set, this is nothing but m star of a. So again outer measure is translation invariance. So I can write m star of a as, this is m star of a. Since outer measure is translation invariance, I can write outer measure of a is equal to outer measure of a plus y. So I have considered this and I have proved that this is equal to outer measure of a plus y. This means that e plus y is Lebesgue measurable set. That means whenever there is a set in our box, in our Lebesgue measurable set, then its translation invariance also will be inside our Lebesgue measurable set. So now these are the things are inside my box, that is phi are inside our Lebesgue measurable set, and outer measure of any set is equal to 0 means that set is inside our box. Countable and finite union of sets are inside our box. Countable and finite intersection of sets are inside our box. All intervals, open set, closed set, F sigma, G delta, Borel set are also inside our box. And we have proved that translation invariance of this Lebesgue measurable set is again inside our Lebesgue measurable set. These are the things which are there in our box. I can say that these are the properties of this box.